Good morning, students. So, we will continue with Eliot's poem Prelude. In the first part, I have discussed about the poet's life and his achievements and his position in modern literature, and I have also talked about his poem Prelude, and I have discussed the first section of that poem in the first part. Now, in the second part, I am going to discuss the second part and the third part of the poem Prelude. As you know that the poem is divided into four parts, and it is significant. The division is very significant because the first part is describes the gloomy life and the habits of modern man, the office hours, the office situation, and the atmosphere of the evening time during in a modern society. And in the second part, he discusses their habits, their activities, which constitute of. Now look at in detail the second part of the prelude. Now look at the morning. Now the poem, the second part begins with these lines: "The morning comes to consciousness of faint, stale smells of beer from the sawdust trampled street, with all its muddy feet that praise the early coffee stands." So the poem begins in a very sardonic way that the second stanza of the prelude describes the morning scene in a modern society. The recollection, the morning is quite painful because they wake up till late in the nights, and the morning is very painful to them. They are unable to wake up in the morning. The recollection of previous night's thoughts made their life more uneasy. At the same time, they are unable to forget the last night's happenings. So it keeps on haunting them. Their mouth still gives the smell of beer because most of the times in the last night they have drank the beer and other things. So they also smell of that in the morning. They rush to coffee stands immediately after waking up. The first activity which they do in the morning, they just go to the coffee stands to get up so that they can get some energy and they can carry on their life forward. It is also the only time which consists of their life. It seems that their whole life is devoted in these activities. They are unable to walk properly. They are so exhausted and though intoxicated the last night, they are unable to walk. The poet presents the situation in these words: from the sawdust trampled streets. When you look at their marks on the dust, you will find that all feet are going towards the coffee stands. As the day progresses, many kind of sights are presented in which modern man is engaged. Eliot presents the situation with a sardonic humor in these words: raising dingy shades in 1,000 furnished rooms. Raising dingy shades. Now, what does it mean that when you, because the modern man live in apartments, in small houses, and they are very multi-story houses, and when you look from far away, they look very tiny, and you can observe many kinds of activities going on in these houses. So shouted, raising dingy shades in 1,000 furnished room. 1,000 furnished room because there are so many flats, there are so many apartments in that big building. So this is the second part of the poem in which Eliot describes the condition of modern man. The third section of the prelude presents a different situation of contemporary society, contemporary man. The description is full of previous night's happenings. It is a general tendency in modern society. They sleep quite late at night. Therefore, it becomes quite difficult to get up in the morning. Moreover, the previous night's merrymaking haunts them. They are unable to forget the happenings and the activities of the previous night. Eliot reflects the soul of country man is made up of these ugly doings. Their inner conscience is corrupted. They are unable to live a fresh life. They live a very repetitive life. That is, in other words, the evil has penetrated their soul. Not only that, they are doing unknowingly, but the evil, the moral degeneration has reached to the root. The street gives a deserted look. When you wake up in the morning in a modern society, in a big city, you will find that the city looks a deserted. It gives a deserted look because all of its inhabitants means all or its dwellers, the people who live in that city, are lost in dreamings of previous night because they were awake quite late in the night. So in the morning they are all dreaming about the previous night's happening. Eliot also comments upon the physical health of the modern man. The modern man looks very pale. You know that pale is the gives the symbol of sickness. When someone is sick, he becomes his skin, his color, his facial expressions gives a yellowish look. So it is an indication that the modern man is not keeping the proper health. It is a symbol of sickness. In this way, there is complete bankruptcy. There is total loss of cultural heritage and moral values. There is no meaning for them for cultural heritage and value meaning. Eliot presents a very depressing condition of modern man. So in this section, Eliot, the poet, presents a very gloomy, a very ugly picture of modern man, but in fact it is a reality. The poet has not imagined, but he has presented the things in a very realistic manner and in a very objective manner. He wants to show that the condition, the actual condition in which the modern man are living, how they are behaving, and what are their concerns. And the poet is agonized, the poet is full of, you can say that, unhappiness. There is unhappiness on Eliot's part because when he sees that that moral man, that modern man has become out of touch from religion and from spiritual activities, that is the cause that he has become such in a lost state. Thank you.